Hey guys, I've been making some big changes in life recently, and one of them is starting a new business. And if you know me, you know that I've tried a lot of different businesses in the past, and so I want to share with you one of them, and I want to share with you how I let fear steal my dreams. And I want to share with you how I'm not going to let that happen again. But before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified when I release a new video. So it was about last year, about this time, maybe just over a year ago. I just dropped out of uni and I stumbled across this course, and it teaches you how to run Facebook ads for local businesses. And at the time I thought it was amazing. I can charge a monthly fee. All I have to do is run Facebook ads, which I love doing, and once I got enough clients, all I need to do is just run the Facebook ads and maintain them. It would take me a couple of hours a day, and if I could get like £1,000 per client, I have about 10 clients, I'm making like 6 figures. It was a really great business model. But the problem was, I'm a massive introvert. I don't like meeting with people. I don't like talking with people. I'm not a very good talker. I'm not a very good speaker. I going to meetings was a huge deal for me. It was a really hard thing for me to overcome. And in total, I went to about 5 or 6 meetings. And the crazy thing was, like, my very first meeting I ever went to, I got a trial with them. They didn't keep me on because I wasn't very good at Facebook ads at that time, but that's how easy this business model was. The fact that I was able to get a trial with the first ever meeting that I did when I was horrible and I really wasn't very good at doing it. And so if you're good at selling and you want a good business model and you're good at interactions and you're good at one-to-one, then this is a great business model. For me, not so much. I really wanted it to work, but I just kept procrastinating on the prospecting side of things and reaching out to different businesses, and I was blaming it on life. I was saying, I can't do this because I've got to go here, and I was purposefully making my life busy so I didn't have to do the work, so I didn't have to go out and prospect people or businesses and all that. And I wasn't telling myself at the time, but I kind of knew that I was doing that, but I was trying to make excuses to myself, if that makes sense. And I remember I tried 3 times in the year. I tried at the beginning of the year, and then I tried in the summer, and I tried near the end of the year as well. And all 3 times, it was fear that was stopping me from actually carrying on, getting the businesses, going to the meetings. And it wasn't life at all. It was all just the fear, and fear was taking over me. I know if I kept pushing, I would have made it. Eventually I would have gotten over the fear, I would have gotten good at what I was doing, and I would have made it. But I had no one to push me, and I wasn't able to push myself. In the end, early this year in January, I just kind of forgot about it and let it fade away. And it sucks because I know I could have made a lot of money from that. I could, right now, if I had done it and if I had not let fear stop me, and if I had just pushed past that fear, then right now I would probably be earning really good amount of money, be really good at Facebook ads, and it would have been alright. But I didn't do that. I let fear take over. Looking back on it now, it was a really good learning experience. It taught me that if I'm going to do this on my own, I have to put systems in place to allow me or allow fear not to take control. And it nearly happened to me again. It nearly happened yesterday, because as you know, I'm doing another business, and I'm at the point now where I'm starting to maybe get results. Things are starting to happen, and this is where the procrastination started again, and I could see it happening all over again. And I started to get nervous and worried about what would happen. And the funny thing was that I started to get nervous and worried about being successful, because I'm in this point. I've failed for so long in so many businesses for the last 10 years that I'm comfortable here. So for me to be able to grow and to be successful, and people to see that I'm going to be successful and I'm going to make a lot of money and I'm going to have my own business, stuff like that, is scaring me, and it's making me nervous. And I had to say to myself yesterday, I'm not going to let fear take over me. I've got to do something about this, or I'm just going to procrastinate again, going to let life take over, and I'm never going to get anywhere, and it's just going to be another failure, and I don't want that to happen anymore. I've spent long enough being a failure. I want to be a success this time. So I said to myself, right, how can I do this? One thing I can do is make it really, really easy. Make each task really easy, so there's no way I can say no to starting. So that was number one. That was what I've done now. But I've also given myself a deadline. That's a really important thing to do. Give yourself a deadline, and even if it's perfect, or even if it's not perfect, even if it's quite crummy and it's not very good, then you still got to take action on that deadline. And that's number 3, to actually take action. Because getting started is the hard bit. Once you've started, then you can keep carrying on. Carrying on's easy. It's the starting that's the hard bit. So that's the 3 things that I'm going to do. I'm going to make it easy, I'm going to set a deadline, I'm going to take action. And so that's how I'm going to get past fear this time. That's how I'm going to overcome it. And that's what I've learned in my lesson. Don't let fear take over you. I'm not going to let fear take control of me anymore. I learnt my lesson last year. It was a whole waste of a year. So 3 things that you need to do: make it easy, have a deadline, and the most important one is to take action. Take care, guys. I will see you in the next video.